Hi guys, it's Lori. I have been tagged by Bars from the Aussie Weight Loss Journal channel. He tagged me in this mind change tag and or a mindset tag. I'm not sure the exact title, but I've been tagged. He tricked me into watching this video where he tagged me. He told me there was a sunset picture at the end that I just had to see. I would have watched that video anyway, mister. You dirty dog. Okay, all I have to say is watch out. Yours is coming. Keep your eyes open. Okay. Seriously, though, thank you for tagging me because it prompted me to search for other people that have done this tag. And I actually found some pretty cool people. And I subscribed to them last night. In fact, I subscribed to a few people and I thought, God, YouTube's going to flag me for spamming or something. But anyway, some of them actually subscribed me back and I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. I'm very grateful for that. And thanks again, Bars, for tagging me. And let's get on with it before I make this super long because there's 7 questions. The first question is, how do you stay positive in tough times? I read through all these and thought them over, so I have my answers already in my mind. Whether they come out right or not is another story. We'll see. How do I stay positive in tough times? I call them my spirit guides. I call them God. I do practice Reiki. I'm actually a certified practitioner, but some people are a little bit confused about Reiki, and I think that it's a religion, and it isn't. Just because I practice Reiki doesn't mean I don't believe in God, because I do. So I'm pretty good at clearing the stress from my energy field, and through that, and I'm a naturally calm person anyway. Sometimes I get angry, just like everybody, and I do my best to just walk away. Sometimes something might pop out of my mouth before I walk away, but I'm working on that. So, another thing that I do, John and I both do this, and we've both told each other, okay, you're stressed, you're mad, you're whatever. It's time to go lift. Let's go. Let's go. I've told him, he's told me, let's go. It really helps. It gets the good juju flowing. It does, seriously, really does release endorphins that help deal with stress and stuff like that. So it helps relieve it. Um, Try it sometime if you're stressed, if you're mad, whatever. Get some good hard exercise in and see what happens. I guarantee you, you'll feel better afterwards. Okay, number 2 is, what makes you happy? There's lots of things that make me happy. I have 5 kids, and yes, they're all mine. They're not steps, they're all mine. um, but to get them all together at the same time is difficult sometimes because my 3 oldest are adults and they're out on their own and they have jobs and all this stuff, and my my teenagers have the sports and the whatever, their girlfriends and all kinds of stuff. So it's kind of hard sometimes to get everybody together in the same place at the same time. But when we are all together, that makes me really happy. Having coffee with John, we do that every single day. That makes me happy. It's our time that we just, I don't know, like a bonding thing, I guess. I don't know. We do it every day. Always have. Probably always will. And summertime makes me happy. Sunshine. Sunshine makes me happy. Growing my vegetables and my flowers makes me happy. A good vampire book can make me happy. Harry Potter. That's the kind of stuff I like to read. Yeah. Just something that you can read and kind of escape reality for a while. It makes me happy. So, yeah. Okay, phone ran out of space. Had to switch cameras. Hopefully it doesn't make a big huge difference, and I hope you can still hear the audio about the same level. So, number 3. When did you feel most out of place? There's a couple times that really stand out in my mind where I felt out of place. I generally get along with everybody and kind of try and fit in, I guess, most of the time, but most of the time I feel pretty good about it. But anyway, a couple times that really stand out to me is when I was in high school. Okay, let me start out by saying this. I'm 49. My oldest is 33. Do the math. Okay, when I was a junior in high school, and the first time I had to wear maternity clothes to school, I felt out of place. Yeah, so anyway, another time I felt out of place as an adult. My oldest daughter had prom coming up and she needed a prom dress, so we were going to go prom dress shopping, and we planned the date to go prom dress shopping together. And I really didn't have the money for the prom dress, so my ex-husband her dad was going to pay for the dress. Well, I didn't know that him paying for the dress meant that his wife and his sister were the ones that were going to take her shopping. When they told her that, she said, "Oh, well, then me and my mom are going to go too." I'm like, "Oh, oh, okay, yeah, shit, okay." So that's what we did. And where we shopped was about an hour drive. His sister was driving, his wife was in the front seat, and my daughter and I were in the back. And they have money, okay, which is fine, but I don't. So, which is also fine. But we went to some high end stores that I'm not comfortable in at all. Their price tags were way out of my price range. I never even would have thought for a second about going into any of those stores. And anyway, I felt really awkward the whole time. And it didn't help that I overheard his sister on the phone saying, "Yeah, we're probably shopping. Oh, yeah, her buddy's with us." Are you talking about me? Oh my God, I felt like melting into the floor and disappearing. I had to hold back tears, actually. I was so upset about that, and I couldn't, there was nothing I could do. I was there, I was stuck. It's like, So yeah, I felt really out of place. So, okay, moving on. Question number 4. What was that noise? I hope it wasn't my camera. Squirrel. Question number 4. What is the worst thing about your inner voice? Oh, that one's easy to answer. The worst thing about my inner voice is when it tells me I'm not a good mother. It happens, and sometimes it's like, if you just would have done this in the past, years ago when this was going on, you could have done this and that and the other thing differently, and this and that would never have happened. He wouldn't have had to go through this, and she wouldn't have had to deal with that. Yeah, that's really hard to silence sometimes. So that's the worst part about my inner voice. Okay, question number 5. What words do you use to keep yourself grounded? I guess it's more like, what things do I do to keep myself grounded? Because it all comes back to the things that make me happy, really. Having coffee with John keeps me grounded. My flowers and stuff like that, working in the garden keeps me grounded. Walking outside in nature keeps me grounded. I don't know, I guess it's more like things I do. But if it was going to be words that keep me grounded, what I'm about to say, I want anybody who can right now to say this along with me, because I know that you guys know it. And if you don't, I'm surprised. But say it along with me. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. You don't have to be in a 12-step program for those words to apply. They apply to a lot of different situations. So, there you go. All right, number 6. What have you changed about your attitude that you admire? That was actually a really hard one for me to answer. I'm going to have to say it's making more time for me. Quality time for myself. As far as, with lifting and just me time. Just doing things that I want to do. There's a lot of people that rely on me, and I'm not going to let them down. But I have changed in the way that I will tell them, yeah, as soon as I'm done lifting, I sure will do this or that for you. Or, yeah, as soon as we're done having coffee together, I will absolutely help you with that. Or whatever, that's something that I have changed. And my attitude is that I need to think about myself and my own feelings in order to be there for those who rely on me. So, there you go. All right, question number 7. How do you work on your inner voice? Okay, you guys might think I'm nuts when I tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I don't even know who that is, so leave a message. I have therapy sessions with myself. I will, seriously, when I'm in the car, or, I'll go sit outside by myself, or I'll go in my bedroom by myself, or whatever. I actually talk out loud, and I speak what's on my mind. Sometimes when you say it out loud, it kind of all comes together, and you can kind of figure out a resolution for whatever might be going on. Whatever that inner voice, the little devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other, they kind of talk out loud to each other. So, That's what I do. Call me crazy if you want, but it works. So, okay, now I have to tag some people. So, golly, my memory card just ran out of space. I had to clear some stuff off of there. Goodness. Okay, who am I going to tag? I wrote them down so I could make sure I got their channel names right. I'm going to tag Alma. You knew I was going to tag you, right? Of course. Keto meets Menopause. I'm going to tag you, Alma. And I'm going to tag Harriet at Keto It's Strong and Keto with Harriet. I'm going to tag Mitch at Mitch's Keto Way of Eating Recipes. I'm going to link their channels down below so you guys can check out their videos as well. And if you're not subscribed to them, that would be a great time to do so. They're awesome channels, so yeah, if you're watching me, I'm sure you'd love them. Okay? All right, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.